Man, I hate when this shit does this. Alright, y'all, we back at it. Top 10 classified NASA documents linked by government officials. Let's get it.
Some leaked government documents, and I'm sure you do too, or else you wouldn't be here, right? Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and today we're counting down our list of the top 10 classified NASA documents leaked by government officials. Number 10, moon landing plans. We are trying to go to the moon again, but that might not happen for a while. Revised schedules in a leaked document showed that the agency is preparing for more inevitable delays, distinguishing between baseline dates and the schedule as it stands, a canned schedule that would prioritize regular launches, and a content program that would only launch when each component of each mission is ready. Under the content schedule, the Artemis 3 mission wouldn't launch until 2026, with a rover making its way to the lunar surface not before 2032, as opposed to the currently projected 2030. But there's one problem with launching the
Yeah, how many y'all think they actually been on the moon, bro? How many y'all think that shit's just a host, some green screen shit?
Gateway, the rocket configuration of the agency's Space Launch System, SLS, called Block 1B, is far from ready. In fact, just the tower it's building for the launch of this SLS iteration is already way over budget and behind schedule, just like the entire SLS program. Then there's SpaceX's Starship, also under contract with NASA to send astronauts to the lunar surface, which appears larger and more capable than the Gateway. Now, NASA is clearly still trying to establish the schedule of returning the first NASA astronauts to the moon since the early 1970s, and the dates are slipping fast. Number 9.
Yo, I don't think they've been to the moon, bro. I think that's all smoke and mirrors. Only way I'ma believe it is if they fucking put me on a spacesuit, strap me in a freaking rocket, dude, and shoot me to the moon. Shoot me up into space, bro. Then I believe it. But I don't know, man. I don't think these. I mean.
Leaked video. A leaked Navy video captured in July 2019 showed a sphere-shaped unidentified object flying over water near San Diego. The footage obtained by a documentary filmmaker and shared with NBC News appeared to show the mysterious object flying for a few minutes before disappearing into the water. The video was captured by a Navy aircraft and recorded.
Yeah, saying that's we think they up in the sky, bro. This whole time, bro, they down in our waters, bro. I mean, will we be diving this? Yeah. Is that why the Bermuda Triangle niggas go missing? Because they get abducted by aliens?
In the USS Amza Combat Information Center, according to the filmmaker Jeremy Corbell. The clip appears to show a spherical object flying above the water for a few minutes near San Diego before it vanishes. It splashed, military personnel can be heard saying in the video. The Defense Department confirmed the clip was recorded by Navy personnel and said it would be reviewed by the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, a panel established to gain insight into the nature and origins of such objects. Number 8. Multiple objects in the sky. Ryan Graves, a former Navy pilot who testified that he witnessed unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, with his own eyes, called on President Joe Biden to investigate the mysterious object spotted in American airspace. Ryan, a former fighter pilot, explained that after 2014, when upgrades were made to our radar system, our squadron made a startling discovery. There were unknown objects in our airspace. And these were not just mere balloons like the Chinese spy balloon that dominated the country's attention in February. These were no mere balloons.
Bro, they making colors now out they spaceship. What they doing? Gang banging on us in the sky now with they colors?
they could hold their position, appearing motionless, despite Category 4 hurricane force winds of 120 knots. They did not have any visible means of lift or control surfaces, in other words, nothing that resembled normal aircraft with wings, flaps, or engines. These are not isolated incidents, Ryan said. We have a real UFO problem, and it's not balloons. The point is that we don't have a clear understanding of what's above our heads as we thought we did.
I don't know what the hell that is, bro.
There are uncertainties up there that we have to deal with, and if we don't do it, our adversaries are going to take advantage of that uncertainty, that weakness, to spy on us with various means, as we've seen. It's pretty clear if there are things over our head that we're not sure what they are, well, we need to figure it out. If they're adversarial, it's a national security issue, we have the mechanisms for that. If it's not a security issue and it's not an adversarial platform, then it's a matter of scientific inquiry. Now, it's crazy that he was even allowed to speak on this, and to be honest, it kinda makes me scared. Number 7, ADAR.
Man, that's crazy as hell, yeah.
Game.
For investigating potential UFO sightings, received hundreds of new reports in 2022, and while it can explain more than half of those events, a sizable chunk remains a mystery. Within the new batch of sightings, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence say they're focusing on some 171 cases, including some in which objects appear to have demonstrated unusual flight characteristics or performance capabilities and require further analysis. Since it was formed last summer, the ADAR office has received 366 reports of unidentified aerial phenomena. That total reflects 247 new UAP reports and another 119 that occurred before March 2021, but hadn't been included in an earlier report. The new numbers indicate a step in a rise of UAP sightings. The report released in June 2021 listed just 144 reports, covering a 17-year period. With the subsequent additions, 510 UAP reports were in their files at the end of August 2022. Officials say they believe the rise in UAP reports is due to U.S. government efforts to destigmatize the topic of UAP and instead recognize the potential risks the phenomenon poses, both as an aviation hazard and potential adversarial activity such as foreign surveillance efforts. Number 6.
The Pentagon be having some weird stuff going on over it. Remember that one video I seen a while ago where they had this, like, I don't know, I think it was like a triangle shape unidentified object, boy, flying over the Pentagon, bro. Actually, it wasn't even flying, it was just hovering. But, man, that's crazy, bro.
Space station. Back when the NASA space program was all over the news in the 60s, the USAF was simultaneously working on a more covert program. The Manned Orbiting Laboratory was a top-secret United States Air Force initiative, with the main objective being to serve as a manned satellite to spy against the Soviet Union. The shuttle never officially launched, and the program was shut down in 1969. However, thanks to declassified documents, we can see how the government intended to keep a watchful eye over the Soviet Union. Number 5. Trump's tweet. Okay, this is kind of funny, but let me explain. There are thousands of satellites in Earth's orbit right now, and hundreds are operated by the United States military. While the public has known of their presence for years, the actual capabilities of our spy satellites were unknown until former President Donald Trump tweeted a classified image in September 2019. From the image of the exploded rocket launched in Iran, experts were quick to identify the satellite as one of the United States' KH-11 reconnaissance satellites, which for obvious reasons, there is not a lot of known information about it. Now, this man literally posted a classified image on his Twitter, and people still think he didn't hide documents in his bathroom.
Nah, he got them documents here. That's why they on his ass right now, bro. He fucking taking pictures of fucking classified shit, bro. Hiding shit in his bathroom, bro. They on his ass, bro. They on Trump's ass, boy. They about to get him, boy. He about to go down.
Yeah, okay. Number 4, space threats. A document leak from a Discord chat room by Jack Texiera, a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard, spoke about space threats. The leak comes as the U.S. Space Force enters its third year of operation and as senior Pentagon leaders sound the alarm over increased threats coming from space. Space Force General Chance Saltzman, the chief of space operations, said the Pentagon is assessing an incredibly sophisticated array of threats that include jamming of communications and GPS satellites, spacecrafts that can grapple other satellites, lasers that can dazzle them, cyber attacks, and even nesting dolls or satellites that release others that spread out and track adversaries' spacecraft. The leaked document showed Russia has also experimented with its Tobol electronic warfare system in an attempt to disrupt SpaceX Starlink satellite system. In its annual space threat assessment report, the Center for Strategic and International Studies found that China continues to make progress towards the goal of becoming the world leader in space. Over the past year, China has continued to grow its space and counter space assets, maintaining its status as the second most capable space nation after the United States. China has also developed a space station in low Earth orbit, landed a spacecraft on the far side of the moon, and a rover on Mars. It also plans to put astronauts on the moon and is targeting the lunar South Pole, where NASA's Artemis program also intends to send astronauts. China by far has the most dynamic space program of the two U.S. rivals, U.S. officials say. One of the leaked documents say China's overall military strategy to establish and maintain information dominance in conflict drives Beijing's development of space.
Bro, I don't. Excuse me, bro. I don't know, man. China, they be having some weird stuff going on over there too, bro. They gave us you know what?
In counter space doctrine, capabilities, and TTP or tactics, techniques, and procedures.
Oh, go, you know the thing.
Navy pilots talk about UFO. Recently, two former Navy pilots were interviewed by 60 Minutes on CBS News about a UFO sighting over the Pacific Ocean in 2004. Commander Dave Frander and Lieutenant Commander Alex Dietrich spotted the unidentified object during a training exercise, but were unable to classify it. Dave described it as a little white tic-tac looking object, adding that it lacked conventional exhaust plumes and had no wings or visible markings. It also moved erratically, the pilot said. In an interview with NBC News, Dave described the 2000.
This thing look like a little tic-tac. What the fuck? They got tic-tacs flying up in the sky now?
2004 encounter, calling the object the strangest, most obscure thing I've ever seen flying. As soon as we look down, we see the white water, and then we see this little white tic-tac. It's pointing north-south, and it's just going forward, back, left, right, he said, adding that it was bouncing around like a ping-pong ball. Dave said he approached the mysterious object to take a closer look, and it began mirroring his movements. Then when the pilot got within a half a mile of the UFO, it suddenly vanished. Again, I'm shocked that they were even allowed to speak about this at all. Number 2, Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book was the code name for the systematic study of unidentified flying objects by the United States Air Force from March 1952 to its termination on December 17.
Yeah, you know what? Where I live at right now, though, is they has been and have been, I don't know recently, but alien sightings, man, UFOs, fucking all the time, man, all the time here.
1969. The project, headquartered at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio, was initially directed by Captain Edward J. Ruppelt. Project Blue Book had two goals: to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. Thousands of UFO reports were collected, analyzed, and filed. As a result of the Condon Report, which concluded the study of UFOs was unlikely to yield major scientific discoveries, and a review of the report by the National Academy of Sciences, Project Blue Book was terminated in 1969. The Air Force supplies the following summary of its investigations. No UFO reported, investigated, and evaluated by the Air Force was ever an indication of a threat to our national security. There was no evidence submitted or discovered by the Air Force that sightings categorized as unidentified represented technological developments or principles beyond the range of modern scientific knowledge, and there was no evidence indicating that the sightings categorized as unidentified were extraterrestrial vehicles. By the time Project Blue Book ended, it had collected 12,618 UFO reports and concluded that most of them were misidentifications of natural phenomena, clouds, stars, etc., or conventional aircraft, which is kinda lame. And coming in at number 1 is advanced aerospace threat identification.
Man, it's crazy, this shit. You know, The shit that our government is probably hiding from us, bro. And we don't know. Like, Area 51, bro. Bro, you know they got some shit down there, bro. You can't even get, man, you get trying to even get any close to that, man. The NPCs, boy, they gonna come out, you know what I mean? Draw down on you and tell your ass to flip around, boy. You too close.
Program. Among some of the Pentagon's most secretive programs is the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. The program was dedicated to investigate reports of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, but for years it was never formally acknowledged by the Department of Defense. The program was first made public on December 16, 2017. The program began in 2007 with funding of $22 million over 5 years until it ended in 2012. The program began in the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, and according to the Department of Defense, the AATIP ended in 2012 after 5 years.
Man,
However,
I would love to know
the
what they're
US
hiding
government
over there,
programs
boy.
to investigate UFOs continued. The agency claims they stopped receiving funds in 2012. However, many believe it continues to operate to this day. Well, that's all for our list of the top 10 classified NASA documents leaked by government officials. Did you know about any of these documents? Let us know in the comments down below. And hey, why not like and subscribe while you're down there? I'm your host, Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Oh shit. No, we're not doing that, y'all. We're not doing that. Alright, y'all. So what y'all think about that one, man? Y'all digging that? I hope y'all digging these reactions, man. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want me to keep them up. Switch up to some different. Y'all let me know, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay safe. Be blessed. I'm out.